Everyone, welcome back to Bravo and Blaze. Today we have a super special guest, the gorgeous and brilliant Sienna Evans. If you've
Hello.
been watching Southern Charm this season, you know exactly who she is. And if you don't, trust me, you're about to. Sienna, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. Last night we got a new episode of Southern Charm, and there was an after show. A lot has been said, and I feel like there's a lot of questions that are still lingering for the audience. And I'm sure there's some things that you may want to clear up. So, to start, can I ask you, when did you and Shep first connect?
So we first connected in the end of April 2023. So that was almost 2 years ago now.
Wow.
hmm
So, how many times did you guys go on dates? Because you're not living in the same place. So, you had to actually travel to be together. Was it like a handful of times or was it a lot?
I went to Charleston a few times, I think maybe 3 times. And he came to the Bahamas and then we went on a few trips together. So it was about like 6 or 7 times we spent time together
Okay.
over, I think, a year or a little
Okay.
more. Yeah.
Okay. So then you were dating pretty much.
Yes.
But I think the fuzziness comes along on whether or not you guys were actually in a relationship. They've been showing you when they write Sienna on the show, they say Shep's girlfriend. Was that
hmm
alarming to you when you saw that?
I had no clue what was going to happen or what to expect. I was a little bit, I mean, I don't know what else they would say. Either I'm his girlfriend or his friend or his something. So I imagine they would say girlfriend, but we had never defined our relationship to say, like, okay, you are my girlfriend and yeah, I'm your boyfriend and we are going to be exclusively seeing each other. So when I did see that, I was like, okay. I didn't really expect for there to be so much coverage of our relationship. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a topic this season at all, actually. I was very shocked by that.
So you said on the latest episode that a lot happened in the 6 weeks since you saw Shep. And then on the after show, Shep said you told him you were going to stay with him when he came to visit. How much of that is true?
So the thing about it is I just became very apprehensive about filming because I'm someone who really values my privacy. And so I really wanted to have a conversation and talk about, okay, what do I deem as appropriate? What do I think I want to be on TV? Because I'm not someone who is a reality TV star. And I'm actually very, very private. So I had a lot of apprehensions about what I wanted to be filmed and what I wanted to be out in the world forever, permanently. So,
Right.
of course, when we were planning the trip, I wanted to spend time with him. I wanted to spend time with the group and the cast. And they were not just the cast, but I mean, they were my friends.
You were saying that you were excited to hang out with them, that
Yes, I
some of
was.
them are your friends. And I think Rodrigo said on the after show that you guys even went on a trip together and he really
Yeah.
spent some quality time with you.
Yeah. And yeah, we spent time. It was Shep and I, Austin, his girlfriend Audrey, and Rodrigo and Tyler. And we had a great trip together. It was super fun. And we became really, really close over that period. And so I did want to spend time with everyone, but I think the cameras really made me feel pretty apprehensive about what I wanted to be out there in the world.
Is there anything in particular? Is it like your love life specifically, or is it just you with Shep, or what exactly are the apprehensions
Well,
from?
he and I aren't married, so I don't want to be filmed in bed with someone. I don't want to be
I
in
gotcha.
those types of, I wouldn't say compromising situations. And it kind of sounds a little bit antiquated now that I say it.
No.
But my culture is very traditional, and so I don't want to be on television kissing someone, or that I'm not married to, or any suggestive scenes or anything like that. It's not really something that I was very keen on, especially if he and I aren't married, or at that point we weren't even officially girlfriend and boyfriend.
I
So
got you. Shep said on last night's episode that you had to have known how he felt and that he said he loved you. Did that happen off camera before that scene was filmed?
So, yes, we did exchange an I love you. He called me one night. I think he was in New York, and I'm pretty sure he was inebriated. And he calls me and he says, Sienna, I love you. And I'm
Oh my
like,
gosh.
okay, Shep. I think you need to go to bed. But I'll talk to you in the morning. But we did exchange an I love you, but it was very, how do I say? It was fleeting, I would say. But we did have very strong feelings for each other. We get along with each other very well. We had so much fun together. And the time that we spent together was incredible. He's a really great guy.
So, how are you feeling now after watching these episodes?
Um I feel sad. I feel a little bit of sadness.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I'm watching it now. Obviously, we ended up breaking up shortly after they came to the Bahamas. And I'm watching it now and I'm realizing, like, wow, I think he really did love me.
Oh,
I think
oh
he
my
really did
gosh.
love me. I think he really did have feelings for me. And a part of me is like, I just wish that, I don't know, I wish things might have been a little bit different, or maybe we just taken it a little slower so that when the feelings eventually arise, like we would both be ready to kind of take it by the horns and go on from there. But I was a little bit sad because he is someone that I cared about a lot, and to see him so vulnerable and to just hear those words again, it was just like it was very touching for me. It was like I was like, oh, Shep.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you single now?
Yes, I am.
Would you ever consider rekindling something with him?
I don't think that he's interested in seeing me
Really?
anymore.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I mean, the way that things ended, I do feel like there's so much history that I don't think we would be able to have a healthy relationship again. So, yeah, I don't know, but I'm really not even focused on dating at all right now. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's in the past, so you
You're
never
so
know.
young. You're so young. You have so much time to date. But there are some questions around whether or not you saw the show before you filmed or even before you met Shep. Can you give a little more insight into how
The
much
time,
you were aware of Southern Charm? Yeah.
yeah. So there is a little bit of confusion around that. So when I originally matched with him on the dating app, I did not know who he was, and I didn't know about the show. But when we kind of moved to Instagram and I gave him my phone number, that's when I saw from his Instagram, I saw that, oh, like you're on a reality TV show. Cool. I don't really watch television, so I didn't, even when I saw that he was on the show, I didn't watch it and I didn't really know about it. I watched some of the trailers and the pilot episode, but that was really the extent of that what I watched at the beginning when we first started talking. So it was very organic. It was sort of like, Southern Charm was just like a side, like it was just a facet of his life, obviously, because he's on the show. But I met him and we hit things off just as Sienna and Shep, not really as. So things are pretty organic to that extent. I didn't really start watching a lot of the episodes until like very shortly before they came to the Bahamas. So I missed a lot. I should have I should have immediately watched most of the episodes on the show, but I was just like, okay, like I'm gonna go meet him. I like him. There was just a lot of context that I was missing out on that I probably should have caught up on. But yeah, so I didn't the being on the show and being a character on the show, it was not a driving force behind why I wanted to meet him or why we ended up dating. It was just sort of a side quest, a side thing. It wasn't like the main thing. That was not my motive initially, despite popular belief. Yeah.
Are there other things that you want to debunk that are out there?
I think I've done a pretty good job of debunking everything. I didn't really like the I didn't really like the narrative they had with, me reaching out to Whitney and then reaching out to Shep. That was just untrue. It was coincidental that they knew each other, but that was just not true. And I don't really like for lies to be out there circulating because it affects me. It's affected me a lot. I've gotten so much hate and so much negative comments and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so many,
Well,
like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are like, "Oh, you're such a gold digger. You just wanted TV time. You're a fame, whatever." And I was like, that is totally untrue. But I think, you know, people are free to formulate their opinions, but I feel like if you're going to formulate your opinion about someone, you should at least have the truth. So that's kind of why I took to my TikTok to say, okay, look, this is not the truth, but I can tell you guys my side of the story because I didn't really have the opportunity. Didn't have any confessionals. I didn't have the opportunity to explain everything. Everyone was just saying how they felt and saying X, Y, and Z, and I didn't have the chance to defend myself. So that's sort of
what
why I went on and did that.
what did you think and how did you feel when you saw Craig last night saying that he had to go check on the reservations because when he saw you, your energy was off? Like, did you feel anything in that moment? And do you have any comment on what Craig
Yeah,
was saying? Because he was going in
yeah.
hard on you.
I mean, you have to realize I was giving Craig a little bit of a side eye, but it was more because Shep had been complaining to me on the phone that his relationship with this person has been so tumultuous. And
Oh,
so I was really more like, I kind of had my guard up with with Craig
okay.
a little bit as Shep's friend because I had heard that they had been experiencing so many issues with their relationship and their friendship. So the aura that he felt was probably just my energy, like, oh, hi, Craig, nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Yeah.
But obviously those are all Shep's friends for life. So um I was just thrown into the mix. But yeah, it was just I wish that we had that Shep and I had that conversation beforehand, and I wish that things had been a little bit different. I think we would have been able to sort of make me feel more comfortable and maybe organize something a little better. But yeah, I didn't really like all of the negative comments, especially about the immigration visa, or what he mentioned about doing my immigration visa or something. If Shep proposed, which is like, I think it's so dangerous right now in this political climate because I'm actually an American. So, so like the whole 90-day fiance comments and like talking about my visa, I'm like, I'm actually an American citizen. So that is erroneous.
Oh
But
my gosh. Were you
yeah,
born in the US?
yeah, I was born in Florida.
Oh, so
Yeah.
do you have like dual citizenship?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Hmm.
That's like my dream is dual citizenship somewhere. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Hmm.
So, what is next for you, Sienna? Are we talking more reality TV, business ventures? Are you running off into the sunset, leaving the cameras behind? What should we expect?
I'm just working on my business here in the Bahamas now. It's been growing a lot and keeping me very busy. And I'm single. I think I'm going to take this year to focus on myself, focus on my growth, and kind of achieve everything I want to achieve and heal a little bit because I just want to make sure that when I do finally meet the right person, that to
Yeah.
I'm ready to embark on a serious committed relationship. I realize that I'm a little bit of avoidant in my attachment style. When things start to get very serious, I kind of run away a little bit. So I just want to heal myself and really present myself as the best version of Sienna. So I'm not running away with anyone. I don't think I will be on any more reality TV shows. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know. I don't want to say anything for the future. You never know. But yeah, that's just me. Just working on myself right now.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us. This was such a blast. Everyone, make sure to follow Sienna on social media. And of course, keep watching Southern Charm to see how the rest of the season unfolds. Until next time, stay high, stay fabulous, and keep blazing through life.
Bye.